2023. You pled nolo contendere on November 23rd of 2023.
A citation from 2023. This situation happened last year.
Ma'am, I understand that. What I'm telling you, ma'am, is that you had another citation within the last 5 years, so I'm not willing to suspend your fine. I'm suspending fines if people haven't had any citations beyond what they're here for today in the last 5 years.
Okay, Your Honor, I haven't had any citations, and whatever you're saying, when did I have a citation in 2023? That's not correct. Are you sure it's Tasha Levere Mickens?
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Mickens. I see what happened there. Someone put the wrong criminal history on you. Let me have someone run a new criminal history. They mixed up yours with someone else's. I just saw the name is wrong on this. One moment, please.
Ms. Mickens, your persistence is paid off. If you want to have a seat for a minute while he verifies that, and then we'll call you back up.
Okay,
thank you. Okay, Earl Middlebrooks. Earl Middlebrooks.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, there's. Mr. Middlebrooks, you're before the court on 2024 TK 01920 for failure to yield the right of way.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Middlebrooks, first, Mr. Tipton, is the state ready on Middlebrooks?
Your Honor, I believe that that Crystal's iPhone was Officer Crystal Richards. Let me confirm that.
Okay.
Is Officer?
I just muted her. I didn't send her away.
I gotcha. Is Officer Crystal Richards on? I think that's her. I'm just not sure if she's able to hear. Investigator Robinson, is that Officer Richards that that's on the iPhone?
I am not aware if
I'm
that's
here. I'm here.
Oh, that's you, Officer Richards. Okay, thank you. Your Honor, state is ready.
All right, Mr. Middlebrooks, are you ready to go forward with the trial?
Your Honor, if I may make a recommendation. Mr. Middlebrooks, it's a $100 fine if you'd like to plead to this case.
Okay. What am I charged for? I'm sorry again. What am I charged for again?
Failure to yield the right of way.
Failure to yield the right of way. Can I plead my case first, and then, like I said, then can I accept the offer? But can I plead my case first?
Okay, so you're saying you want to have a trial?
Well, I'm not guilty, but like I said, I want to go and get rid of this case.
Oh, okay, if you're not guilty, sir, then we'll just have a trial, Mr. I'm sorry, Mr. Tipton, are you ready?
If I may have one moment, Your Honor. Your Honor, I apologize. I'm trying to get Ms. Mickens' driving history. What did Your Honor ask the state?
If you're ready on Middlebrooks, he says he is not guilty, so that is a trial.
State is ready, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Middlebrooks, the state is attempting to prosecute you for the offense of failure to yield the right of way, but you do not have to give any evidence or testimony. They have the burden of proving the case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You don't have to say anything or give any evidence or testimony. You have a Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination, and no one can make you testify or add anything to this case. If at the appropriate time you wish to make a statement, then we'll talk about that, whether it's freely and voluntarily offered, but it is the state's burden to prove the case against you such that it could result in a conviction beyond a reasonable doubt. All right. So the state may present its first witness.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, the state would like to call Officer Crystal Richards.
Aye.
Officer Richards, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. This is state's witness, Mr. Tipton.
Yes, Your Honor. And to confirm, it's Detective Richards now, right?
Detective Richards, yes, it is.
Okay, how you doing today, Detective Richards?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so Detective Richards, can you tell me how you're employed?
I'm employed with the Clayton County Police Department.
How long have you been with Clayton County?
5 years.
Okay. Are you post-certified?
I am post-certified.
Being post-certified, are you authorized to investigate crimes, issue citations, and make arrests based on your investigations?
I am.
Okay. I want to draw your attention to January 18th of 2024. Were you working for Clayton County PD at that time?
I was.
Okay. And generally speaking, what were your duties that day?
To conduct traffic enforcement and to patrol the streets.
Okay. And did you have occasion to make contact with a Mr. Earl Middlebrooks on this date?
I did.
Okay. Did you make that contact on Flat Shoals Road and Castlegate Drive?
I did.
Okay. What prompted you to make contact with Mr. Middlebrooks?
We received a 911 phone call about a vehicle accident where the defendant was backing out of his driveway and another vehicle that was coming up Flat Shoals Road, they both collided.
Okay. And walk me through your investigation. What did you see when you arrived?
It was dark and the roadway had there was lighting, but it was very poor lighting. And his vehicle was, I believe he removed the vehicle back up the driveway, taking it from the accident. And the other vehicle had front and right center damage.
Okay. So the damage, can you tell me what that was consistent with based on your knowledge, training, and experience?
With him admitting to backing out of the driveway and the other vehicle going up the roadway, which was in the same lane of travel that he was entering, it was consistent with a vehicle accident.
Okay. Did all this occur in Clayton County?
This did occur in Clayton County.
Okay. And you mentioned you made contact with Mr. Middlebrooks. What did Mr. Middlebrooks tell you happened?
He advised that he was reversing out of his driveway. He said that he cleared both lanes of travel. However, by the time he entered the roadway, the oncoming vehicle had already came and they collided.
Who had the right of way in that situation?
The driver that was on the roadway,
Okay.
as they were already occupying that lane.
Did you issue citations to Mr. Middlebrooks?
I did issue a citation for the failure to yield a right of way of traffic.
Did you issue a citation to the other driver?
I did not.
Okay. Why did you not cite the other driver?
The driver was already occupying the lane and in his right way of travel.
Okay. Thank you. I have no further questions at this time.
All right, Mr. Middlebrooks, please remember don't make any statements about what happened from your perspective because you're not testifying yet, but you can ask this officer any questions that you may that you may have based on her testimony.
Yes, Your Honor. For one thing, I was not backing out.
Okay, Mr. Middlebrooks, you just made a statement. So this is your time to ask her. If you don't have any questions for her, that's fine. But if you are going to make a statement, then we got to wait until the state finishes their presentation of their case.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's okay.
Well, Detective, are you sure that I was backing out the driveway or backing into my driveway?
Honestly, to my recollection, I remember you saying that you were backing out.
One more question, officer, detective. I'm sorry, ma'am.
You're
Uh,
fine.
the damage, was it at the front or the back of the vehicle?
What I can recall, it was at the back of the vehicle because I remember his being at the front of the vehicle.
Okay. One more thing, like say, I'm not saying I'm not judging you wrong, but well, I don't want to make no statement, like say, but like say, are you sure that I was backing out or backing in?
I said to my memory, this accident occurred a very long time ago. To my memory, that's what I remember. If I'm wrong, then I'll admit that I'm wrong. However, to my memory, that is what I remember.
Well, like I say, I can't make no statement right now. Like I said, that's about the only two questions.
Okay, sir. We're gonna get-
So I really don't know what else to say, Your Honor. I say that's about.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Middlebrooks. All right, does the state have additional questions for Detective Richards?
You're on mute.
Mr. Tipton?
My apologies. I was getting the criminal history. We needed to get it updated. So Officer, it's I'll be very brief with you. From what you recall, was the damage consistent with the defendant having backed out of the driveway?
My memory, yes. And if he was coming out forward and made the left, that just makes it even worse.
I got you. Do you recall seeing damage on the other vehicle?
Yes, the other driver had already had a past injury, but it re injured the pain from his I believe he had a surgery, so he was already hurt, and I believe the people that was in his vehicle, in Mr. Middlebrook's vehicle, was hurt. That I do definitely remember.
Okay. What was the damage to the other driver's vehicle?
It was front end damage to the right side.
Okay. And what was the damage to Mr. Middlebrook's vehicle?
From what I do remember, it was the rear.
Okay.
From what I remember.
Okay. Was it the rear, just the full rear bumper, or was it?
Can't recall.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. I have no further. Oh, well, actually I have one further question. And you wrote this report immediately on the scene, correct?
Not immediately on the scene, no. I did, while on the scene, a shooting did go out. However, I had already determined who the at-fault driver was, and the incident location ended up being Mr. Middlebrook's home. So at that time, we had nobody else to respond to the shooting that occurred. So I did respond to the shooting, and then after the shooting, I did return back to issue the actual citation. So the report wasn't done immediately on scene.
But was it done within 24 hours?
It was completed within 24 hours.
Would your memory have been more fresh at that time?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Can I ask a question? Your Honor, can I ask a question?
Yes. Hold on a second. Let me make sure Mr. Tipton has asked all his questions.
I have, Your Honor. Just wanted to say no further questions at this time.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Middlebrooks. Sorry.
Okay. Your Honor, like I say, if she can remember the shooting accident, she left the scene of the accident, and then, like I said, I got a mail of the ticket. They sent the ticket in to me.
Okay, do you have a question for her, Mr. Middlebrooks? Because I'm going to let you testify. It appears that you wish to testify. I'm going to let you do that, but did you have a question for her?
I just want to know, are she sure that it was the rear end, but it was definitely the front of the truck?
Okay, sir. Yeah, I would love to answer your question. Again, I'm only going based off of my recollection. If it is the front, I absolutely will admit that it was the front. But again, like I said, then that will still fall under the state statute of you failing to enter the roadway if you're looking onto the oncoming traffic and the vehicle comes to you. So again, if I'm wrong, I would gladly admit that I'm wrong and we can move forward. However, I do remember there being damage, and this accident occurred back in January of 2024. So there are things that I'm going to remember, like there are things you're going to remember that you're not going to remember as well.
Okay,
All right.
I understand, ma'am. You have a good day.
You do as well.
I do not say, but I'm just trying to plead my case too. So, okay,
Okay.
Your Honor, I don't have nothing else to say then.
All right. Mr. Tipton, did you have anything else for this witness?
No, Your Honor, I do not. Officer Richards, I think this is your only case for today. Am I right about that?
I believe so. Hope so.
Okay.
All
well,
right.
thanks for coming on as always.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
All right. So Detective, you're excused at this time. Mr. Middlebrooks, did you wish to give, I'm sorry, first, does the state have additional evidence or testimony to present?
Honor, at this time, the state rests.
Okay, so that means that the state no longer has no one else to present as evidence or testimony, Mr. Middlebrooks. So at this time, Mr. Middlebrooks, you understand that it is the state's burden to prove the case against you beyond a reasonable doubt, and you do not have to give any testimony or evidence. Did you wish to give testimony or evidence in this case?
I think I don't question everything I need to say. I mean, I don't know what else to say, Your Honor.
No, sir. Do you wish the court to hear your side of the case?
I thought I was just getting my side of the case just now. I mean, I'm sorry.
Okay, remember I told you that we could do that until we went over some stuff, and that at the appropriate time I would hear your side of this case. And I asked you not to make any statements.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this is what I'm asking, because you were asking questions. This is what I'm saying. Do you wish to give up your right to remain silent and ask questions and to give up your right to remain silent and present evidence in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give will be true.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now you understand you're being charged with failure to yield the right of way. So at this time, you can go ahead and tell me what you wish the court to hear.
Yes, Your Honor. Now, can I get a statement or just a question?
No, you can tell me what you wish me to know. Just make a statement.
Okay, Your Honor. Like I say, I'm sorry about the detective, but I think she gave a false statement because, for one thing, I was backing into my driveway and it hit the front end of my truck. It did not hit the back end of my truck. It hit the front end of my truck. It hit the front bumper of my truck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's exactly where it hit the front bumper of my truck. It did not hit nothing else. So, I mean, I don't know how I feel to yield. And the guy, he literally came around the corner and said he was on the cell phone. He was not paying attention. He said and told the police officer that same thing. But like I said, I cannot say nothing else, Your Honor. So that's about all I can say, Your Honor.
Okay. So you said that you were driving forward into your, you were driving forward into your driveway at the time that the collision occurred?
No, ma'am. I was backing into my drive because Flat Show is a very congested road. I didn't, like I said, you do not feel safe. Like I said, it's dimly lit and lit, and it's a curve coming around that corner, and then
Okay.
I don't feel safe backing out into the Flat Show. I would pull into. Like I said, when I pulled out my driveway, I pulled
Okay.
back out. I pull out so I can see. You know what I mean? It's not safe to back out into the driveway. I think I was doing the right thing. So I mean, I don't know, but he hit my front bumper. I'm sorry, the detective was wrong on that. You know, I said it
Okay.
was, but
Well,
not my back end. It was my front bumper that he hit.
okay. All right. Mr. Tipton, did you have any questions?
Just briefly, Your Honor. Mr. Middlebrooks, were you going into or were you going into the roadway or going into the driveway?
I was backing into my driveway, as I said, also stated that he hit my front bumper.
Okay, so you were traveling backwards and he hit your front somehow?
Yes, I was in my driveway, all the way in my driveway, and like I said, he literally just clipped my front bumper. He clipped my front bumper. My whole truck was already in the driveway. He came around the corner speeding and hit my front bumper.
So are you saying that he veered out of the roadway and into your driveway and just barely clipped your front bumper?
But it's right there. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, he missed the mailbox and hit my front bumper. It was right there at my driveway. It was right there at my driveway. Literally. I mean, my granddaughter, my wife, and my daughter was in the car. Like I said, they can't not be here right now. They would tell you the same thing. I was in my driveway already, and he hit my front bumper. I'm sorry the detective said it wrong. It was not my rear end. It was my front bumper.
All
No
right.
questions.
All right. Mr. Tipton, did you have argument for the court?
I'll reserve until after Mr. Middlebrooks, if Mr. Middlebrooks wishes to make an argument.
Okay, Mr. Middlebrooks, did you wish to make an argument to the court as to why I should find in your favor?
Well, I'm sorry again, Your Honor. Why did I wish to now? I'm sorry.
Did you wish to make an argument to the court as to why I should find for you and not find you guilty of failure to yield the right of way?
Well, like I said, ma'am, I don't feel like I did that wrong. I didn't want to back out into the flat show road. It's a very congested street. I'd rather pull out instead of backing out. I mean, I would have been totally in the wrong. I had to back out into the street and he hit me in my rear end. But I was in my driveway already and he had clipped my front bumper. I mean, that's about all I can say. That's about all I can say. That's about it.
Your Honor, may the state proceed with its closing argument?
You may.
Your Honor, what we have here is we have too many coincidences going on. Mr. Middlebrooks is claiming that he wasn't backing that he wasn't backing out into the roadway, but backing into his driveway. That while he was backing into his way, he was in the driveway and another car just magically swerved into his driveway, totally missing his mailbox, and bounced off his car, barely damaging his vehicle, but damaging the front of the other vehicle enough to where Detective Richards was able to notice damage to the vehicle. And as Officer Richards stated, it was severe. It was a severe enough crash to cause the driver of the other vehicle to agitate a previous injury. Further, Your Honor, Detective Richards, who has no stake in this case, literally wrote her report within 24 hours of this occurring and stated that there was damage to the rear of the vehicle, and that there was damage to the oncoming vehicle's front. Based on the physical evidence that was testified, based on her testimony, and based on the fact that there are too many inconsistencies of Mr. Middlebrooks's testimony, because we didn't hear that he was all the way in the driveway until after we started teasing it out. And then he happened to say, but even though it hit my car, it didn't hit my mailbox. There's too much in this case from Mr. Middlebrooks's side that I don't think makes very much sense. I would ask that the court put more stock in Detective Richards's statements and find the defendant guilty of failure to yield while entering the roadway. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying to picture this in my head, Mr. Middlebrooks, and you were backing into your driveway from Flat Shoals, which means that you would have had to do it safely taking into account oncoming traffic on either side. So even if I take your view of what happened, meaning you were backing into your driveway, as opposed to what the officer said, that you were backing out of the driveway and it was your rear that hit, even if it was the front of your vehicle that hit, the vehicle on the road would have had the right of way, as opposed to you having the right of way coming into your driveway. So the vehicle that's already on the road in the lane has the right of way for traffic going in that direction, as opposed to someone who's pulling back and across out of the lane into a driveway, because you have to be able to do that safely. And so the court will find you guilty of the offense of failure to yield the right of way.
Okay, then.
All right,
I thought,
Mr.
I thought I mean, let me ask you, can I say one more thing, Your Honor, sir?
Sure.
So basically, if I had been backing out of my driveway onto Flash Road, I would have been fine because they say
No, sir, because either way, you've got to make sure that the traffic that is on the road, it's clear to cross. And sometimes that can take a while. Sometimes it can be an issue because you have curvatures in the road. But if you're coming from a driveway or going into a driveway, if you're leaving the main roadway, those cars that are on the main roadway that are continuing to drive on that roadway have the right of way.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, I thought I was being safe by doing the right thing,
I
but
mean, you were being safe in the direction that you were traveling. I got that, but it is not foolproof. It's like when you're traveling and you're trying to turn in the middle of an intersection and somebody says, "Oh, you can get over." Well, they may think it's safe to get over, but from the perspective of the person who's driving, you're the one who will be held responsible if they wave you through and you go ahead and you hit a car, because you have to make sure that it is safe.
okay. Well, like I say, I made sure, like I say, but I'm sorry, Your Honor. I think that's about all I can say then.
No, I got you. And that's the difficult part, is that because sometimes we see those warnings. Oh, it's a blind driveway, that kind of thing, because it's going to be a problem if somebody's coming down the driveway or going up the driveway and they're not able to appreciate the whole road and who's coming. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. All right. Mr. Tipton, did you have a recommendation for a sentence in this case?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Middlebrooks, a prior failure to yield the right of way from 2023 and a prior improper erratic lane change from 2019. Both of these are within 5 years of his of receiving this ticket. State would request a $300 fine.
Mr. Middlebrooks thought he was acting in a safe manner, and from the way I visualize it, I think $100 fine will be sufficient. Mr. Middlebrooks, the fine is $100 with the surcharges. The total would be $151.50. I usually give people 30 days to pay if they are not at the courthouse. Do you need more than that? I can give you up to 60 days to pay, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Can I have the 60 days? I said I probably will pay before the 30 days, but I just, make sure that
That's no problem, sir. So, Mr. Middlebrooks, do you have an email address?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Can you give me the email address?
Okay, it's small letters, small case, EMDD as in dog, LEBRKS .1 gmail.com. .1 at gmail.com.
Okay, so I have E as in Eric, M as in Mary, D as in dog, I.
No, L. No.
L. I'm sorry. L as in Larry, D as in dog, B as in boy, R as in Robert, K as in whatever K is for. S.1.
Okay, let me make sure now.
S dot the middle dot the number 1 and then Gmail. Miss Wright, did you get that?
At gmail.com.
What, do I have Miss Wright today?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so Miss Wright is going to send you your sentencing sheet. It'll tell you the exact date by which you have to pay. So you'll have 60 days in which to pay. and she'll give you on that information that you receive from the clerk's office. You'll have the options that you have for how to pay, whether you're going to pay by coming into the courthouse on the second floor, or by paying online or by phone.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay.
All
So,
right.
you know when I might receive that email? So I can be looking for.
Within the next day. If you don't see it, look in your spam folder, but you should receive it within the next 24 to 36 hours.
Okay, all right. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, you have a good day.
You too.
Uh-huh.
All right. So